Hello everyone. I hope this moment of encouragement finds you and yours well. Our country and our congregation is still trying to deal with this current crisis. There seems to be some movement in the direction of loosening things up a little bit. And there are those on both sides of the fence. Some say, well, no, it's too soon. Some will say, well, it's about time. Opinions are strong on both sides of this, and that's all right. Some people are driven by emotion, some people are driven by analytical. So either way, that's fine. One thing that we must remember, though, when dealing with these occasions of varying opinions, is that we handle each other in a way that would be pleasing to God. A couple of verses come to mind here. Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. Do you know anyone who is good at diffusing a situation? That's a good quality to have. If you meet anger with anger, contention with contention, strife with strife, that usually does not have a positive outcome. And then also Romans 12:18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. That admonition is there, so it is possible. You control you. You control your mind, you control your thoughts, you control your actions, your attitudes. You can't control those outside circumstances. Don't let those outside circumstances define your day. Don't let them make you have a good day or a bad day. You control that. The only time when we have differing opinions, should it come to divisiveness or confrontation, is that if it's over doctrinal matters. And concerning the loosening up of things a bit, we don't know how or when this is going to affect us. We don't know how it will affect our worship service. We don't know if they're going to recommend smaller groups come back, or if they're just going to open it wide open. And if they do, would it be prudent? We don't know what our return to our public worship will look like. But I'm pretty sure there'll be varying opinions on that also. Just remember that as we deal with our brothers and sisters in Christ, that we deal with them with love. We know there are some in the family here at East Main that are directly impacted by the coronavirus. We are certainly praying for them and encourage you to pray for them as well. We have healthcare workers in our family here. Keep them in your prayers. We want to pray for them and encourage you to do so also. Our sister Billy McNutt lost her brother this past week. Our sister Charlie Ruth Hallmark passed away. The funeral was Tuesday. And not a goodbye, but a so long, because we will see her again. So let's talk about some positive things. I want to show you a few things going on here at the building at East Main. Okay. This is our island in the parking lot here. We've had crabapple trees and I think a Jap maple here, as well as junipers along the side. We have pulled them up. We have put in here in the center some knockout roses. There's one center on this side and center on that side as well. You can see them. This is the double knockout. They have beautiful blooms and will bloom prolifically all summer. And then also on the outside here, we've got some pink coral. I think they are drift roses. These will grow to about 1.5 feet tall. So hopefully that will eliminate the strowing out into the parking lot of the bushes here. These are knockouts as well, so they should be prolific bloomers all summer long as well. You may not be able to tell, but we've painted downstairs. We painted upstairs also. Not a big color change. If it's not a drastic color change, I can't tell, so it all looks the same to me. We've also redone the doors downstairs and upstairs. Upstairs we painted them brown to match the trim around the baseboard. These we have sanded down and revarnished. I want to show you these doors up here going into the auditorium. Wow, really high gloss. You can see yourself in the reflection there. So those look great. We're excited about that. And listen, you notice you don't hear anything there? Used to, when you would open this door, you would hear a scratching sound where it was rubbing on the other door. We had that fixed thanks to Will Davis, and his dad came in and did some work on that for us. So I'm excited about these improvements that you can see there. And like so many of you have said, I can't wait until we're able to get back together again and see everyone's face. Also, on a positive note, let's notice a few things here. Italy, one of the nations worst hit by the coronavirus, has saw a number of daily recoveries that surpasses the infection rate for the first time, so that's great. While India has been on lockdown, hundreds of thousands of undisturbed sea turtles have come ashore to lay around 60 million eggs. I'm not sure how they counted 60 million eggs. Captain Tom Moore, a 99-year-old British veteran, has raised more than $22 million for the National Health Service by walking around his garden 100 laps. Kudos to him. Lego has modified some of its molding machines to produce face masks or face visors for those in the healthcare field. They're doing around 13,000 a day for that. Also, there are over 600,000 people that have recovered from the coronavirus worldwide. Now that number changes daily, so that may not be as fresh as it should be. Archie Wilkes, a 4-year-old boy from the UK with a rare form of cancer, has survived the coronavirus. Well done, young man. Indians can now see the Himalayan mountains from 100 miles away. The first time in decades for that, since the lockdown has eased air pollution. Alrighty, so say you're being quarantined and you really don't know what to do with yourself during this time. Let's look at a few things here that we could do. First of all, let's control our social media. Let's use that wisely. It can be our friend when we're isolated, but resist scrolling through Facebook daily, all day long. Take a break from all the negativity that you might get there and go to some good, stable resources for news. Be a helper. Helping others is a known mood booster. Be aware of those in your circle who might be vulnerable during this time. Keep a check on them either by phone or by email. Share news, offer encouragement. There's several ways now to virtually communicate with your friends. You can stay connected through video. There's FaceTime. There is Marco Polo. There's Zoom. So use that time to stay connected with your friends. Stay active and stay fit. It's important to keep the body moving, to process anxiety, and to stay healthy. You just feel better. There's several things online that you can make use of to help you with exercise, meditation, Pilates, and so forth. Create a schedule. One of the best ways to stay motivated and productive is to create a schedule for your day and your week. Set aside blocks of time for your work. Set aside blocks of time for your personal well-being. Perhaps you embarked upon a project you've always wanted to. Keep your thinking positive, and plan for the future. You know, we're not going to be locked down forever. We're going to be able to get out and to move around here before long. Try to go ahead and plan some things. I wouldn't tie dates to them, but plan for some things for you to do for yourself when this is over. Now let us look real quickly at 2 Timothy 1:7. This is a verse that we're all familiar with. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. Observe how great a hindrance to our usefulness is fear. Paul said we're not given a spirit of fear. We shouldn't be like the one-talent man Barry mentioned in his lesson this morning. But we have a spirit of love towards God that motivates us to stand strong in his promises, and a spirit of a sound mind that we can have confidence, that we can know that we know, and that we can have that peace that passes understanding. I want to thank you for your time, and God bless you, each and every one. Thank you.